I definitely should have planned better for this. So I'm gonna go get some cranberry juice and pretend to get drunk on camera. Delicious. Tips for tipsters. 1. Always be yourself. And if that doesn't work, bring like 2 or 3 bottles of Perrier sparkling water. Because I knew this guy that I was not sure if I liked him at all. For the first 2 weeks, he took me up to his room, and under his bed, he had snuck this sweet treasure trove of ridiculous electronic devices, among which was a mini fridge. I don't know how that happens. How do you sneak a mini fridge in the tip? There were shenanigans at play. Anyway, and stocked full were these little green bulby bottles of Perrier sparkling water. Classiest thing I have ever seen in a dorm room in my entire life. And I've seen some classy dorm rooms on the internet. Dorm rooms. It's like Game of Thrones, the Dornlands. With the Krennicmen. Anyway, classy dorm rooms on the internet. I've seen them. 2. Don't hate. It's wrong. It's bad. Everyone wants to be there. Stop it. Just... You want to be there. The person you hate wants to be there. Avoid each other. You know, there were plenty of shenanigans that I saw go down during my 3 terms that didn't have to happen. You know, it's not a big deal if, you know, such and such was looking at your man, or Hoop-de-doo is wearing the same shirt as you. To the Last Dance. What are you even doing wearing a shirt to the Last Dance? I mean, really, that's kind of a formal event. Get dressed up. You know, buy a suit jacket, you bum. I'm just saying. 3. 1, 2, 3 also. This is the 3rd one. This is the first one. In case this wasn't clear. 1, 2, 3. Know your RCs. Most important thing I could ever advise you to do is to become friends with your RCs. Primarily because when you know what you can get away with, you can get into all sorts of great shenanigans. Which brings us to step 4. Get involved in lots of shenanigans. Oh man. The best part of the whole experience is getting up to no good. I mean, not even breaking any rules. Like, my first year at TIP this is not a broken rules story, this is just a shenanigans story. My first year at TIP, talent show. Chugged 4 liters of Dr. Pepper set to Dragon Force music. Vomited into a bucket in front of the whole room, including the OSDs, RCs, and some teachers and TAs. Awesome. And you want to know how I got that done? Courage. Just brazen courage. But also because I knew my RCs. I knew what they could handle, and I, I appealed to that. Some of you are going to have really strict RCs, some of you are going to have really lax ones. Hang out with the lax ones. It's just more fun that way. I mean, maybe you'll enjoy watching anime with the strict RC once every while. I did that. But if you can get into like a legit politics discussion with some guy who doesn't care, that you're young, that you don't have a great frame of reference, that you're a middle schooler. Not to say that young people don't have great frames of reference, or that young people are middle schoolers, or that any of those statements are interrelated, just that a person doesn't think to... Tips for tipsters, number 3. Come on, brain. Who wants to waste all their time at summer camp doing silent reading as an activity? It infuriated me to no end when people... I mean, sure, you've got some library books to catch up on, but how are you gonna pass up ballroom dancing? What was I saying? Step 4? Shenanigans. Know your RC, get into shenanigans. Number 5, never be ashamed of yourself. When you walk through the doors of Tip, you should immediately abandon all concept of self-respect. It has no place at summer camp. It has no place at Tip. Don't think you're cool, because, I mean, you might be really cool. You're going to meet some sweet people there, but you are not cool, tipster watching this on YouTube. I know you. Your shenanigans. Trying to be cool when you're not. So just go. And don't be ashamed. Abandon your self-respect. And talk to people about what you like. Get involved in what other people are doing. I mean, I've only seen one person not singing American Pie at the last night. Only one. And that guy was just a grump. So, if he hadn't, been ashamed of himself all the time, if he had abandoned his self-respect at the door, that would have been great. Okay, my roommate is now definitely coming out of the shower. He can enter the room whenever he wants. Wink, wink. Okay, anyway, that's 5 tips for tipsters. I'm gonna edit the hell out of this video. Great.